Okay, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between our visitors and the New York Jets. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Get in the weight room.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw. There's a party now. Ready, ready.
Off the bootleg. Herbert. They still can't get it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
50 seconds. Pilot, 64. Weak. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
2nd and 4. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start. But a game of this magnitude, you go up early, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard. And also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You've got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick-6, it's Darnold taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Darnold. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A first down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Brashad Perriman, 48 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. 80 weapons.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
57, Mike 57.
Let's go, T. It's going to be a long day. Hey, lock it. It's going to be a long day. Switch. Fight.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
It's a big run that time by Bell. 44 yards on the ground. A great run here in the first, and I think we know one guy who wants a trip to that Super Bowl.
And the way his team is reacting, the way they're blocking for him, they want to go along with him, don't they?
Absolutely. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw, Darnold. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. Completes it to Hardman. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the Chargers' 30-yard line.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. He's got Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You go tight. Recon, 132 fighter. Bravo. Sit up. Snap.
Here's 2nd and 8. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go. Let's go. Get set. Switch. Look at me. Go.
From the gun, Herbert. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Hey, Charlie.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Yo, lady. I got it. Kill. Red 80. Kill. Turn up.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
We're going to sign. 56 is the mic. I got it.
Hey, red 80.
22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber.
Wide. Get wide.
Yellow 80. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, orbit.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
You bet. Red 80.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 56. Come on, the ball. Mike 56.
To throw is Darnold. Caught here by Griffin.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
We are red 80. Big Ed. Watch twitch. Red 80.
Hey, zoom.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got some space here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
I got him. Check 13. Check 13. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Watch out.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Caught here by Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Charger drive about to get going. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they have?
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On first down, Darnold. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
61, matchbox, light, let's go.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
36.
X3, 218, chop.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
I got him, on me.
Go.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop.
On first down, it's Darnold. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53.
Lady.
49, guys.
Hey, Delta.
49. I'm on. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. You don't want none of it. Get it. Pick up the ball.
Lady.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Five.
To the air again, Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, Could be in for a long ball game.
Ready, ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Yeah, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After the interception, here's Darnold. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. It's an 8-yard pickup, and just like that, it's third down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Darnold on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Darnold to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's third down. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check 43. 6-6. Pull it high.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
We're going to sign. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, watch the leg. Motion. Man, 80. 50.
Hey, high 7.
56.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Come on. Double time. Hey, we got 3 downs.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Check three.
Throwing again. Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Chargers.
Set, ready, 18, Gator. Come on, boy.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
General West. Ready?
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Tight, 56 is the mic. Hey, 80. Tighten down. There you go. Hey, 80. Check your heart rate. Hey, tight.
Darnold on third down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Here we go, D. Hey, keep going, keep going.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming after you.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 47. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And he'll find Hall. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hey, world.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
13 yards.
Got it.
The Chargers' 1st down.
Get in the weight room.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line.
Some people call it a shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass. All you're trying to do is open up the middle of the field, flip the ball forward. In this case, they didn't gain any yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Motion. Lady.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
No. Off.
Hey, wahoo!
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Herbert. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's go, baby.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
30 base.
57. Come on. Right here. 57. Mike 57. All day.
Hey, echo.
57 is the Mike. Watch 57. Let's go, D. 57 is the Mike. 57.
Hey, Sam off.
Check.
5.
On 1st down, Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. Herbert caught by Allen. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, Herbert. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and goal at the 44-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Protein spill.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, watch the slant. Check 24, check 24.
On 4th down, Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
56, Mike, 56. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.